Hi guys, today I'm gonna be showing you how I make these crab rangoons. So if you want to see how I make them, just keep watching. Now moving on to the ingredients, I'm gonna use this whole block of cream cheese. It's 8 ounces. The egg roll wrappers, this imitation crab, the scallions, this sauce, some garlic salt, and we're gonna mix this, and these two together. Okay guys, so first of all, I'm not measuring anything. I'm just gonna do it, I'm just gonna add however much I want. Here I already chopped up the green onions or scallions. I don't know what you want to call them. I normally call them green onions, but there you go. And as for the imitation crab, I've already done these before with a lot of crab. This time I just went with a little bit because I like the taste of the cream cheese. So I'm just gonna chop that up. And then here, I'm just going to add it all into my cream cheese. Same with the garlic salt. The recipe called for garlic powder and salt, like regular salt. So I just figured I would add garlic salt since I don't have just garlic powder. And here I'm going to be adding the Worcestershire sauce. I'm just going to add a little bit of this. I didn't really like the taste of it, but I mean, the recipe calls for it, so I just added a little bit on there. And then I'm just going to mix it all up. Alright guys, I'm getting ready to do my egg rolls. You're probably wondering why I went with the egg roll wrappers. I've tried doing the wonton wrappers, but those are so hard. Like, they kept breaking, the cream cheese kept coming out. It was a big old mess, so then I figured I would try it with the egg roll wrappers. So I was like, I'm just going to do some egg rolls. And you know what? It came out a lot better than the wonton wrappers. But you can use whichever ones you want. Alright, now I'm going to be wrapping them up. I don't know how to wrap egg rolls, but I mean, I thought it would be like a burrito. So this is how I made them. And they come out big. I made really fat ones last time, but this time I put less filling in them. And that's how they turned out. But I mean, it's way better. It's way easier than the wonton ones. So like I said, if you want to try these, try making them into egg rolls. Here I tried experimenting because I kind of like the squared ones too. But that's how much I made. If you want more, obviously double or triple the recipe. Now I'm going to put them in my oil. I thought the oil was ready, but I forgot that I had lowered the temperature because I was on the phone with my mom. So here I turned up the temperature, probably around medium high, and I'm just going to let these fry on each side. You'll know when they're done, when they're golden brown from all sides. And this is how they're looking so far. So I'm just going to let it brown a little bit more from the other side. And I do put them on their sides because the sides do end up like a little undercooked. So you might want to do that too. But here, they're almost done, guys. And this is how they came out. I always try to experiment and do different shapes. The easier ones would just be the egg rolls. Just wrap them up like little burritos. 2 of them ripped open. I don't know why. I think I stabbed it with my nail. Like I felt it, but so it started coming out from one side. But it's okay. These are super hot. So I'm going to wait until they cool down a little bit. But that's how easy it is to make these, guys. And they're really good. Oops. There's a little piece of cream cheese. But yeah, if you guys try to make these, let me know how you make them. I know everybody makes them differently. This is a recipe I got off a girl on TikTok. And this is the easiest one I could find. And I enjoy them. They're really good. Oh, and I'm going to pair them with some sweet chili sauce. Okay, everyone. Welcome back to another video. You guys already seen I got the famous crab rangoons. You guys, I've been eating these since I don't know when. But like when my nausea went away, like around 12 weeks, I started eating the crab rangoons. Because I seen this one girl eat them. And I'm like, oh, those look good. And as soon as I tried them, I'm like, that's all I wanted. And then now it's like this huge, well, it was this huge deal on TikTok. Everybody was making crab rangoons. So I was just buying them from Panda. I hadn't tried the crab ones, but they made them sound so good. Yeah, I was like, I need to try these and see how I like them. And I have mentioned on my Snapchat that I kind of like the cream cheese ones better. But the crab rangoons are really good. And they're really easy to make. Like I made these in like 10 minutes. Anyways, so you guys saw I have the sweet chili sauce from Panda. I did not heat it up. I normally heat it up. But these are so hot that, you know, if I dip it in the cold, it'll be better for me to eat. You know, it won't be as hot. Hopefully you can hear all the commotion going on in the freaking sala. My kids are in there. Cesar's outside fixing the stairs. Cesar was tested positive for COVID a week and a half ago. But anyways, we'll get into that later. Let's take a bite of one of these little bitches. But yeah, I took a nap. I was sleeping. I've been wanting to make these since like 2 days ago. Oh god, I think they're gonna be hot still. But I woke up right now and I was hungry and I'm like, oh man, the crab rangoon sounds so good. And I hate making them. You know, they're so easy to make. But I just, you know, I don't know. I just wanted to eat something quick. But let's take a bite. They smell so good. Just like egg rolls. That's what they look like. Mmm. Whew. They're still a little hot. But yeah, I tried taking my kids to try them, and the first time I made them and they're like, no thank you. They don't like stuff like this, so. Mmm. Whew. Can't forget. I've been drinking this since yesterday. Anyways, the sun is out there. You can hear the boom, 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 like the bass. Oh, no sé qué chingado se dice, but the other day when I was recording a mukbang, I didn't notice that my little pen was right here. I'm pretty sure some people even noticed it. And then I was like, holy shit. You know, I am very secretive, or I'm very quiet about like stuff like that. You know, I'm not gonna share to the world. Oh, I'm 420 friendly. I just kind of don't talk about it. But I've seen a lot of moms like normalize it. So I was like, I'm Yuri, bitches. I don't care what anybody thinks about me, you know? My mom knows I would smoke sometimes. And just to be clear, I do not smoke while pregnant. I know a lot of women do. I know it helps with nausea. I never did. They did a drug test on me when they found out I was pregnant. Because I'm always very honest. Like, oh yeah, I smoke. You know, I would even smoke a little cigarette here and there when I would drink. Like, I know so many stuff coming out to the light, but you know, you have to be honest with your doctor. So I do smoke MJ, and I'm like, yep. But you guys, well, after I told them, they're like, well, we have to do a drug test on you. I don't know why. You know, I have another family member that was suggested to smoke it because her nausea was so bad. So anyways, but yeah guys, we are 420 friendly. Beginners sometimes too, not as much. He very rarely, he hasn't since I stopped. He stopped very rarely, but he's done it too. I know, I can't get it. But you know, they did the drug test and they're like, oh, we see that you know you smoke. And I'm like, yeah. And I mentioned it in the beginning that I smoked, and then I stopped when I found out I was pregnant. Same with Santiago, I stopped. And I didn't pick it back up until Santiago was almost a year old. I get paranoid. I'm one of those paranoid bitches. Oh yes, I am. I don't know why these squared ones are so fun. But yeah, it's empty too. Like, it's empty. It's been empty. And I'd rather do the pens than the actual plant because it stinks. And My dad knows, but I still, you know, out of respect, I wouldn't do it in front of him, or, you know, stuff like that. But anyways, but yeah, guys, so I stopped as soon as I found out I was pregnant, and I was like, shit, you know. And I have some stories about the first time I smoked weed, and I've always thought about talking about them here, but then I felt like, no, people are gonna be like, Yuri, I can't believe you smoked. Like, I feel like people were gonna judge me, you know. But then I'm like, it's natural, you know. But yeah, I have some stories. I'll definitely, if you guys want to hear my 420 stories, like when I first ever smoked and how paranoid I got, let me know in the comments. This one's crunchy. That is it called scallions or scallops? The green, I always call it green onions, but I think people call them scallions, I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, I've seen a lot of moms be open about them smoking, and I'm like, and I was like, the world will never know. But yeah, so I don't think, if I breastfeed, I would not smoke. I wait until I'm done breastfeeding, and then that's when I start, like, you know, smoking again. But and I have a confession. I'm 36 years old. I can do whatever the hell I want. In that video, the rib video where me and Cesar are cracking up at the end, we smoked for that video. And somebody even said, did you guys smoke it? And I was like, what? Smoke what? No. Oh, we did. We did. But anyways, but yeah, that's how it is, my friend. That was not a fart. That's Cesar out there with his, what do you call it? El taladro, como chingo se llama. When I went to the dentist one time, I've been smoking since I was 18. I would smoke with my brothers. Two of my brothers, you know, were very into it, and then I got into it, and I loved it. Anyways, that's so funny. But where was I going with the story? Oh yeah, when I met Cesar, I stopped. Just because Cesar was the kind of guy that he saw that as something bad, you know. And then one time I told him, you drink your beers every weekend and it's damaging your liver. This shit is organic, okay? And then one day I had Emily and I still didn't smoke. I was like, hell no, I'm gonna be too paranoid, I'm not. Then I had Sebastian and I still didn't smoke because I was still paranoid. I'm like, I'm gonna end up taking my kids to the hospital because they're breathing weird, you know, for some dumb reason. And I didn't do it. I think I stopped for like 5-6 years. But I missed it. I missed it. I kept thinking about it. You know, I was a very depressed person. And when I would smoke it, I would watch Family Guy and I would be laughing and I felt the happiest. So anyways, after years passed, I think Sebastian was 3, so that would have made Emily 4, almost 5. So yeah, like 5 years. And then I think we were with my brothers and they're like, you know, you want to try it? And I'm like, I don't know. And this is the first time we ever tried it in front of my mom, and I acted like I never tried it. And Cesar tried it for the first time with my brother. Like, it was his first time. And then Cesar just kept laughing, you know, he kept giggling, but he looked different. Like, Cesar does not get nervous. Every time that we've smoked, I'm like, oh, somebody's outside. Somebody's gonna kill us. And he's like, he never panics. And I even told him, do you not get nervous? And he's like, no. And he's like, I just feel relaxed. I would panic for like the first 20 minutes and then I was good. Cesar never panicked. I would always panic. Anyways, my mom was with us, and then my mom knows that my brother smoked. So then I told her I'm gonna try it, and she goes, try it. I only took one hit and I didn't even do it that hard because I was scared. So it got me a little bit, and I passed out on the couch. And she's like, oh, you didn't feel it? Because I'm like, I didn't even feel it. And she goes, yeah, right, that's why you passed out on the couch, like my mom told me. So that's what I did. He started snoring a little while after. But anyways, and that's when we tried it again. You know me, after so many years. And then when we went back to the apartments, it was the year that I was about to get my surgery. Like a year before my surgery. So in 2017. That's when we tried it again. And I told her, like, come on, let's try it. Like, just me and you. My mom was asleep. The kids were asleep. Oh, and that's another thing. We would only smoke when the kids were asleep. Because if my kids were awake, I would die of a heart attack from the pinche nervios que me daba. Like, not even lying, I would get nervous. And people were like, why are you putting yourself through that? Because after that panic feeling went away, then I would be like, breathe. You know, I felt good. So, here's the one that ripped. I feel air. Anyways, so that's when me and sister started doing it again. After I got the surgery, I stopped. Probably 7 months after, I started. 5 months after, when I got pregnant at a year post-op, I stopped. And then after I had Santiago, I waited almost a year before doing it. And then I started again. And you know, here we are. And I told Cesar, oh, you know, I look forward to, you know, being done. Like going back to my, do I have a green onion in my teeth? To my little pen. But oh yeah, like I was saying, I am not a full day smoker, you know, and if you are, good for you, because I don't know how you guys can do it. I cannot smoke during the day. I get too nervous, too paranoid. Nobody can call me because I'm freaking out. Like, they know, you know, they know, I know they know. And I'm like, why do you care? It's legal now. Like, back then I would get nervous because I thought I was gonna get caught by the cops. And then my brother was like, just need to relax. He's like, it's legal. They have parties up in Seattle where the cops come out and give out munchies, like chips and shit, for the people that are smoking. He's like, it's okay. And I'm like, I don't know why I get nervous, man. Like, you know. But that's how it is. Sometimes there would be times where I wouldn't get nervous at all. Like, I would just, you know, and I used it for sleep. Like I said, I would wait for my kids to go to sleep, and then I would smoke, put on, like, I would look forward to the nights. I'm like, I can't wait till my kids go to bed. You know, I would even wait for Cesar to go to bed. I'm like, you want some? He's like, no. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait till you go to sleep, because I cannot be all high and shit and him be sober. I'm like, it's not happening. I will feel nervous that, you know, you're staring at me weird. So once he started snoring, I was like, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom. I would get my little pen. I even had it in my little table down there. And it's just been chilling here. I think I'm gonna have to buy a new one though, because the battery wasn't too good on there. Like, I would charge it and it kept dying even though it was fully charged. I've only had it for like a year. But yeah. And if you're wondering, my sister does not. She's never been into it. She's tried it a few times when she was younger. She's never been into it. I think all my brothers do it, except for one. He's not really into it either. So, or two, I don't know. But yeah, if you are 420 friendly, leave me your little leaves in the comments, and just, I'll be like, oh, well, you're one of us. Did you hear that burp? It just came out like all naturally and shit. But anyways, so yeah. And you know, I get a lot of migraines, and somebody's like, no, you know, you need to smoke, it'll help with your migraines. Because I was taking a whole bunch of pills and nothing was happening. And somebody's like, no, you need to smoke, and it's, you know, it's organic, it's not too hard on you like a freaking pill, like, you know, ibuprofen or any of that shit. It would take away my headache for a little while, but then it would come back stronger. But in those moments, I was like, you know, I felt good. So I have smoked in the day. I'm not gonna say I've never smoked while my kids were awake. I have, but barely. And let me tell you, the parenting changes. You become so patient, like you know, my kids drive me crazy and stuff, pero when they're acting crazy, like, pero I've noticed that when you're on it, you feel mellow. Like, you know, and I have friends that say, no, I feel like I'm a better parent when I'm on it. Like, you're patient, you're creative with them, you know, they make you laugh and you're just kind of laughing, you're in a good mood, you know, like in a better mood. And it's like, it's fun, you know, because they're fun. You think they're fun, you don't feel stressed out. So I feel like if you're a parent and you have kids and you're stressing out, like sometimes I see people that are like, oh my god, my kids are driving me crazy. I'm always like, hit it, just one hit, you know. Try it. Like, I always want to tell people, just try it. But yeah, I would only do it when my kids were asleep. Very rare I would do it during the day, but because I really had a bad headache. Next thing you know, I'd be like, movie time, let's get our snacks. You know, I would tell my kids, let's get our snacks. You know, I would do it outside, even though you can't smell it, but still I don't want them to see me. I'm like, let's watch a movie. We would close the curtains, and they didn't know what was going on. You know, they just thought, oh, my mom's in, you know, really happy right now. And we would watch a movie, and then we would be laughing. And I was like, but yeah, I would have a hard time sleeping, so I would do it, you know, also for sleep. And that's what I told my doctor, and she's like, the nurse, I'm like, oh, I mostly just do it. I told her I just do it at night because I can't sleep. And then she's like, oh, she's like, I think a lot of us do. And she's like, plus, she's like, I don't think it's bad. Like, she told me. I'm not like, well, you smoke, don't you? But yeah, like, they don't even care. I had a dentist once that told me, I'm gonna tell you smoke. This is when I would smoke the leaf, because we didn't know about these when it wasn't legal yet. I'm like, how can you tell? He's like, we dentists can tell just by looking at your teeth. And then he goes, and you know what? He goes, I don't even think it's a bad thing and it should be legal. This is what the dentist told me. And I'm like, what? I'm like, it should be legal. He goes, when you drink, he goes, people can get aggressive. They cry, they fight, they do stupid things. He's like, when you smoke, what happens? You get sleepy, you laugh, and you get hungry. He's like, how is that a bad thing? He's like, obviously, you know, you're not gonna drive. You know, we can still do stupid things, but not in, you know, you never see nobody getting aggressive, you know, when they're high. They're usually just happy, like, hey, you know. Me and my brother would watch Cheech and Chong, and man, I would have like to cover my face with a pillow because I could not stop laughing. But like, I have so many good memories with my brothers when we were younger. And I was always like, we need to watch a funny movie or a really scary movie. So, but yeah, don't be afraid. No, don't be ashamed of your game. There's a lot of times when I did tell you guys I smoked in the past. I just never mentioned that I still smoked. Not while pregnant, but I still did. And if I did while pregnant, I wouldn't lie about it either. Because like I said, some people say it's bad, some people say it's not. I just didn't want to risk it, so I stopped. I'm like, nope, I'm gonna stop. And I did. That's the good thing, I can stop if I want. You know, it's not like I'm addicted to it. So yeah, that's one of my little confessions. But yeah, I just wanted to mention it because when I watched the video, the pen was literally like right here. I don't remember what video it was. And right now that I saw it, I'm like, oh my god, that's right. Let me clear shit up. But you know, it's nothing to clear. It's just something that I do. You know, and if you do it, good for you. And if you don't, good for you too. So I should stop because I'm already full and I'm gonna save these for Cesar because he liked them. So anyways guys, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to give me a like and comment the little leaves if you are 420 friendly. And I'll see you guys, sorry, in my next one. Bye.